everybody. I am Mariam OUATTARA. I'm a student in finance, and I'm here to tell you my story. The title is "My Curiosity Almost Cost Me My Life." So let's start. It was August 2014 at Abengu. Abengu is a little city at the east of Côte d'Ivoire. We had just lost our father, and we were all in shock and grief. My siblings and I were devastated and lost because our father represented the pillar of our family and we were very attached to him. So after the funeral in the village, we returned to Abengu, and my other sisters decided to retrieve all the important documents from my father's closet and keep them carefully. As we all knew that some of the members of my father's family had their eye on his possession. While my sisters were retrieving the documents, I wasn't with them because my mother had asked me to go to the kitchen to assist the ladies who were cooking for us. When I finally rejoined my sisters, they had finished sorting, and I was a little disappointed as I wanted to see the weapon my father had carefully hidden in his cupboard. In fact, my father was obliged to buy a gun to ensure the family's safety as well as his own when he went on a trip, because at one time there was a great deal of insecurity in our city and the surrounding area. Our father didn't want us to see his gun and hid it from us because he was afraid we'd get hurt by it. So I wanted to take advantage of a moment when my sisters were collecting the document to see the gun. And when they told me they'd finished, I asked one of them, who was going to get something from my father's room, to show me the gun, and she agreed. That's when everything changed, because when she took the gun out of the cupboard and tried to open the bag containing it, a shot went off without the trigger being touched. I was right next to her, and the bullet grazed my hand, pierced the closet door, and left holes in the ceiling. It all happened very quickly, and I found myself on the bed, shaking, scared, and still, not knowing what to do. My sister dropped the gun and ran out from the room. When my mother didn't see me leave the room, she started crying and shouting my name, thinking the worst had happened. But I couldn't hear very well because the sound of the gunshot had been so loud, so that I couldn't answer her. My sister then came back into the room to get me out and put me next to my mom, so that she could touch me and see that I wasn't hurt. Because she was afraid of us. And she was right, because if I'm alive today, it's by the grace of God. Indeed, when my sister had taken the gun out of the closet, I was just in front of the gun. And when she wanted to open the bag, I don't know why, but I said, no, wait, let me get to the other side so that I can see it properly. I just had time to sit down, and boom, the shot went off. So imagine for a moment if I hadn't changed places. It was a disturbing event for me, and it took me a long time to get over it. I even had trouble going into my father's room. And I blamed myself because I had been a little too curious. If I hadn't insisted with my sister to see the gun, all this wouldn't have happened. Since then, I have stopped being so curious. Don't they say that curiosity is a bad habit? Thank you for your attention.